To chapter 4 over here in Shemuel Bet. So Avner dies, and Shaul's son Ishboshet got two new friends. He got Bana and Arechav. So now the pasuk says the sons of Rimon the Be'eroti, Veilchu bnei Rimon the Be'eroti, Rachav u'Bana Ba'ana. ויבוא כחום היום אל בית איש בושת והוא שוכב משכב הצהריים. So they come, Rechav and Ba'ana, they come forth, and they arrived to the house of Ish Boshet. He was having an afternoon nap. They enter the house pretending to be his friend, right? As wheat merchants, they came to do business with him. Vayikuhu ala homesh. They stabbed him in the fifth rib. Rechav and his brother Ba'ana escaped. So what happened? So then they entered the house. After they entered the house when he was sleeping, they killed him. They cut his head off. They took his head and traveled through Arava all night. They brought the head to David. And they said to David, Hine Rosh Ishboshet ben Shaul oivecha. Here's the head of Ishboshet, son of Shaul, your enemy. Hashem has given us the ability to take revenge from Shaul in this day. He says, David says, what are you guys doing? What is this? Chai Hashem, asher padai nafshi mikol tzara. Hashem, as Hashem lives, He was redeemed my soul from adversity. Right? If someone told me Shaul is dead, right? Somebody came and told me Shaul is dead, I killed him in Siklag instead of giving him a reward. Right? So how much more so? You killed his son, Ishboshet, in his house, on his bed. What did he do to you? So therefore, David got upset at them. ויצב דוד נערים ויהרגום, ויקצצו את ידיהם ורגליהם ויתלו על ברכה בחברון. David commanded the soldiers to go kill them, Rechav and Ba'ana, and they cut off their hands and their feet. He hung them over the pool in Hebron. They took the head of Ishboshet and buried it in Avner's tomb in Hebron. And then that's the end of the chapter. A very weird ending to Ishboshet over here. And how he had these guys who were close to, they were supposed to be, with Ishboshet, they go and they come to this to Ishboshet and they go and they kill him. So now what's going on over here?
They were his friends.
Relatives of Avner. They were relatives of Avner.
How did they come as merchants?
Right. So it says like this. It says, Rechav ben Aa, they viewed Ishboshet responsible for Avner's death. So they were already plotting from the beginning how to get to Ishboshet. Also, they got upset because Ishboshet rebuked Avner for taking Shaul's concubine, and then that led them to have machloket, Avner and Ishboshet. And eventually, Avner went to David's side, and then Yoav didn't believe Avner that he was really with David, so they killed Avner. So Rechav and Ba'ana thought that they were, first of all, they thought they were in danger because David thinks that they might be against them. And number two, they were upset about Avner's death. So therefore, they thought they had to get rid of Ishboshet. Once Ishboshet is gone, Shaul's malchut will end. And that way, everything will go to David. David will be fine. And we get revenge for Avner. And everything will be okay. Now, now they came to David to be proud, to show him that we're with you. And then David says that they have to get killed. And the same thing happened with Shaul, right? The Amaleki who came and he said that, I killed Shaul. Shaul, he was half dead and I killed him the rest of the way. David also killed him, right? He said, you weren't supposed to do that. So then why didn't Rechav and Ba'ana think about this? Why did they realize that if I tell David, he might do the same thing to me? So the commentaries say, the Chochmat Anach over here says that they thought David killed the Amaleki because he was Amaleki. Meaning they thought the real reason was he's Amalek, so therefore he found an excuse to kill him. But us, he'll praise us for what we did, and they were wrong. Now, Ishboshet, why did he deserve to die? Also, is because all of the Shaul's descendants got cursed also for this day he killed this Kohanim of Nov. So that's why he's called Ben Shaul, because he was deserving of this decree. But at the end of the day, he was a tzaddik. At the end of the day, he was a righteous person. Okay, he believed that he was supposed to be king, not David, and therefore he was part of this decree from the city of Nov. So therefore, that's why he got killed. He got murdered. But at the end of the day, the Ishboshet is gone. That's it. Shaul's children don't continue as the king. But we're going to see that David has other issues, but Ishboshet is over. That's the story with
I
Ishboshet.
never understood the idea of cutting the legs and if you can just kill him. When needs to cut the legs and the arm?
Yeah.
No.
To make a lesson out of them. People shouldn't think that the vigilante justice, you just go up. Oh, I decided he doesn't need so I kill him. He has to have court. You have to have Sanhedrin. Even we said before, Asael and Yoav, everybody they went to Sanhedrin first before they paskin to kill anybody. And these people, they think you can kill on your own. That's not how it works. Okay, and then the Parak Hey, 5th chapter. V'yavo kol shiftei said David Chevrona. All the tribes of Israel came to Hebron, and they wanted to speak to David. They said, "Behold, we are your bone and flesh. When Shaul was king over us, you were the one who took us took Israel out and brought them in. And Hashem said on you that what? That Yomer Hashem lecha ata tir'eh et ami. You're going to be shepherding my people." All the elders of Israel came. V'yichrot lahem melech David brit bechevron. They made a covenant with David that you are going to be the king over Israel. So finally, the entire nation accepts David in this chapter. And it says, King David was how old? 30 shana, David memalcho. David was 30 years old and became to reign as king. And in the end, how many years did he rule for? 40 shana. He ruled for 40 years. Okay. Bechevron, melech al Yehuda, 7 shanim, 6 chodashim. In Hebron, he was king over Judah for 7 years, 6 months. And in Yerushalayim, malach 33 shana, al kol Yisrael v'Yehuda. In Jerusalem, he was there for king for 33 years. So 33 years plus 7 years and 6 months. How many years is that? That's 40. It's 40 years and 6 months. What happened? Why is this? Where's this? Why does it say in Yehuda he ruled for 7 years and 6 months? Why 6 months? So the Gemara says that what happened to the other 6 months? The answer is that David's prayer to be forgiven for Bathsheba, Hashem told him that to be forgiven, you have to accept suffering. So what did he do? He was punished with Sarat for 6 months. During this time, he didn't have connection to Shekhinah, and the Sanhedrin lost contact with him. So therefore, even though he was physically king for 7 years, 6 months, but 6 months of those months, it wasn't really real. The extra 6 months was where he was just sitting at home doing nothing. He wasn't really functioning as a king. Okay, fine. So then the pasuk continues, and then the king and his men went to Yerushalayim, and he said to the Yevusi inhabitants over there, "You shall not enter here unless you remove the blind and the lame." Meaning to say, Lo yavo David hena, right? And the Yevusi people were saying, "David, you can't come here." So then they had a fight. He fought the Yevusim over there. And Vayikol David Metzudat Zion, he David. Today there's a place called the City of David. So that's a fortress in Yerushalayim that David conquered. And he declared on that day that Kol Makeh Yevusi V'yiga Betzinor V'yapsichim V'yivarim Senuai Nefesh David Al Ken Yomru Iver Pesach Lo Yavo El Habayit. And David declared on this day, whoever kills the Yevusi and reaches the fortress, the blind and the lame that David hates. Therefore the people said, the blind and the lame are here, he shall not enter the house. And David went to the fortress and he called it Ir David. David built around the city and he became, Yerushalayim officially became his capital. He became ruler from Yerushalayim. Okay. That's fortress. It's the same thing. It's the same thing that we're talking about. So what does it mean, the blind and the lame over here? It's very interesting. The Yevusim used statues of blind and lame to declare David can't come to this city. And what does that mean? In order to disgrace those statues, David declared no blind or lame person could enter this place called Metzudat Zion. And this is a reminder, there's a rule. You can't have blind and lame people to show that whatever you guys said can't come, because they were referring to him as blind and lame. Whatever you said you guys can't come, I'm going to make it that forever those people can't come to the city, to remember how I conquered the city. And and David decided that Yerushalayim has to be his capital. And really, it's interesting how Yerushalayim, we know, is a different status than the rest of Israel. It's a holier status, and it has the Shekhinah is there, and the temple is there, and there's the 10 measures of beauty came to the world, 9 took Yerushalayim. There's something that it's above nature, Yerushalayim. And the question is, from where does that come from? So Midrash over here is interesting. It says that Avimelech ruled over the Plishtim during the time of Yitzhak Avinu, and he knew through his black magic that Yerushalayim is going to become a very holy place. So he said that, and he knew later, he saw in the future that David is going to conquer this place. So therefore, he made a covenant with Yitzhak that whenever in the future comes, you guys will conquer us. Don't have a brit with us. Don't kill us. Many generations passed, and the Plishtim violated this covenant many times. The Plishtim fought against the Jewish people many times. So David felt that he doesn't have to keep this covenant anymore. They broke it, so I'm also going to break it. And he fought against whoever was living there. Still, the Plishtim tried reminding David of the brit that they made. But David explained to them that that's not how it works. You guys broke it already. I don't have to keep it anymore. But you see that already from the time of Avimelech and Abraham, they already knew that the Yerushalayim is going to be a very holy place. Even Melchizedek, Shem and the son of Noach, he also was the king of that place. They used to call it Shalem, and then they added Yirah Shalem, and it became Yerushalayim, right? Yirah Shalem. Okay, fine. So what is the pasuk? There was the chapter end. David gets a friend. What's his new friend? Veikach David od pilekshim. I'm sorry. Vishlach Hiram melech tzor. Malachim el David ve'atzei arazim v'charshei etz v'charshei even kir v'yivnu beit leDavid. Hiram, king of Tzor, he sends carpenters and masons. They build a palace for David, and he realized that Hashem has established a king of Israel, and he got new friends. He took additional concubines, and more sons and daughters were born to David. And the Torah tells us he gave birth to Shemuel, Shovav, Nasan, Yivchar, Elishua, Nefeg, Yafia, Elishama, Eliada, Elefet, and Shelomo. Yeah, he gives birth to Shelomo. We're going to talk about Shelomo later, but he has new wives, and in the end, we said the maximum is 18. We're going to see how that fits with the calculation later. Baruch Na'olam. Amen.